It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South. But EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this sweep back here at home.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
To throw, Mills.
That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Mills. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Dante Hightower. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the sack on first down,
Mills.
He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mills now. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mills to throw it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Throwing, Mills.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they work this out past the 25. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Texans nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. A give left side for Pierce. We'll get this up to about the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Pushes him over. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
Now Mills on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This ball caught by Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now here is another interception.
And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
ETN bringing in another one.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Ready, break.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
You two jet bombers. Hey, team shit.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 13.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Jaguars stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Jags grab it. Still going past the 30. Past midfield. Look out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like it.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
A give running right, ETN.
There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
45 yards.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, it's Newton. He gets it to Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin.
There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston.
And even 40 yards.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last throw here for Newton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So this will be a win for